see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will put total weather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Payne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here. Sends it back in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now, first meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Aaron Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll, a lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the ground. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lane. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. He'll try the left side. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On the move, he fires. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Payne. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. And my wife wanted...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to set up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Jinging on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Carr. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Still running at the 35. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Carr. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. Oh, what a spectacular way out and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, USC. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's locked.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. He makes the catch. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's locked. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Sends it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Irish! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Mayava. Trying to burn this defensive back. Brings it down on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Trojans! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Handoff to the lone back. Finds a little space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. QB draw. Breaks into the open. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's Mayaba. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Takes a handoff. It's live. At the 20, he's got space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give. Shakes off the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find hope.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Trying to stop this guy has been a near impossible task. You want to become an Irish legend, like maybe the most legendary of all Notre Dame backs, George Gipp, win one for the Gipper. How about just running one with this guy?
Yeah, you want to win some hardware at the end of the season, too. Just keep feeding him the rock, letting him do his thing, running the football with such success. Makes everything easier on offense. But when you can hand the ball off to the right, to the left, up the middle, have success, yes, please.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The quick out. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Under fire. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And it's no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They want to run it left here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Notre Dame with a second down play to start the fourth. Tight end now in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Rides the back and leaves it. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. And they can't make the connection.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the route.
He's loose on the left. Creates a little space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They just keep firing. Got a man. It's Sanders. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down.